Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky. Today we are going to be doing a 12 by 12 layout for Mini Kit Monday. This is for January 2022. The base of my kit was the As You Grow collection from Close to My Heart. On this layout, I did add a couple extra things in that were not originally in my kit. This is going to be the last layout for Mini Kit Monday for January of 2022. Now you can see the paper or the layout that we are scrap lifting. It's up here, but I will show you it right here. This is a layout of Adele, Brandy's daughter, and she is dressed up like Elsa doing the Frozen thing. I do need to send this one on along to Brandis. So yes, we're going to go ahead and get that out of the way so we can send that to Brandis and have it scrap lifted as well. You can see I am using the background paper as bordered with the white daisy, and then also we are going to keep this banner in here bordered with white daisy as well, which is basically the same as the original. Now this original, we did have one, I think we had a couple different, like this is a paper, this is a paper, and this is a different paper. So we used, on the original, we used 3 different kinds of paper to make that block, and I do believe it's because I had made that original one with scraps. In this instance, I did have a piece of paper that was big enough, so I did not, I only used that one piece of pattern paper instead of using 3 different ones. You can see I am going to go ahead and commit to laying it down on some white daisy and giving that a border as well. Now the background paper I used is from a mix-in paper pack from Close to My Heart from a while back. It's very very neutral. It's just a white with some black grids, wonky grid lines on it, and that's what we're going to use as the background. I may or may not have, should have used ink the edges, because you can see we do have white daisy on the white, so it doesn't stand out super good. Perhaps I should have inked the edges, where on the original it went onto a colored background, so it stood out. It didn't need the edges inked. In this scenario, or in this case, I probably should have it. It would have helped it stand out more. Now I know you can see how this isn't down. Don't you worry about that. I will go back and make sure everything's tacked down really good, as well as put a piece of white daisy cardstock on the back to make it more sturdy, because I love doing that. Now I do have 3 photos in the new layout as well. They are not the same. Adele's layout is 3 by 4 portraits, and this one I have 2 3 by 4 landscapes and one portrait. These are photos of Riley scrapbooking with me. Well, actually not with me. I wasn't scrapbooking at the time. We were sitting outside, and I just gave her and Riker a bunch of old stickers and a piece of copy paper each, and they just were gluing stuff down. You can see Riley even has my aqua glue. See? She's like cheese. Yeah, she was scrapbooking with me. So this turns out a little bit different. You can see I am trying to embellish it with the items that were in my kit, and this is where I end up finding the Maggie Holmes, because I didn't like anything I had in the kit specifically for this layout, but then I did find some Maggie Holmes, which I think I have put up since this. I did find some Maggie Holmes chipboard that I end up using for the embellishments. So this kind of goes through a transition, if you will. You can see what it looks like right now on the screen, and this is what it looks like in the end. So yes, we do have quite a big transition going on here. I am going to cut a couple tags out. I do use the blue gingham, and then I used that main paper that we used for the banner. Really cute. You can see on the originals we have got 2 tags down here as well. I went ahead and pulled that aspect over into this layout. I think it's really cute, and I absolutely love tags. So right there you can see where I got some Maggie Holmes stuff on my desk. Over to the left, I went and searched for something else because I did not like how that was turning out. I originally put this down probably crooked, and you can see it's pretty well attached there, so I'm just going to keep it that way. I don't really think it's crooked. In the end, when I go back and look at it, it doesn't really look super crooked, but this is where I decide that I am in fact going to do my photos like that. And this one right here, we pop that up on some foam tape to make that stand out. I like that photo the best out of all of them because that one is, she is using the glue and actually looking at me, and I really like that photo a lot. It's not the best quality, but that is absolutely okay. It doesn't need to be. I am, like I said, popping that up on some foam tape because that's the main photo. I love that photo, and we are gonna pop that sucker up. We do have the tags right here. Now I will use actual twine this time, baker's twine. I'm going to use white and black. When I start going through this Maggie Home stuff, I decide I am going to be using black as like a main pop. So yes, that will decide, that will be the deciding factor on what type of twine I'm going to be using to fill those tags. I wanted a little bit more black in there. I also had some circles that were already previously cut out, I do believe, for a different layout. And I am going to use those to kind of as a little housing spot for my embellishment clusters. You can see I did pull out that mushroom sticker. I said this in another video. I love those mushrooms. They're so cute. I'm so glad I got to use that. So I used that mushroom sticker. It's down there at the bottom, as well as a few other stickers from the As You Grow sticker sheet that I put into my kit in January. It was the As You Grow collection from Close to My Heart. I did use this little round circular one that says Learn on it. In fact, and then that mushroom one, of course. I did play with using a butterfly up top, but we're not going to end up doing that. But here are the two stickers that we used from the As You Grow collection. Super, super cute. I love that Learn because she's learning. I was looking through my stuff, and I know I have a lot of stuff that has to do with create and blah, blah, blah. Couldn't find any out and available when I did this layout because that would have been perfect for this. So I just used the Learn one because she's learning, right? For the Maggie Home stuff, I am going to be using that piece of chipboard that is on the paper right there. It says, Look at You Grow, and that's also going to serve as my title. I also pull out several of these chipboard, these yellow chipboard hearts to put down around the page. And then I have this little label. The only thing about these labels that are on the sticker sheets is they are glossy. So you need to make sure that when you write whatever, if I just write Riley's name and the date on there, that it is going to be with a pen that can actually write on the glossy paper, like perhaps a small tip Sharpie. You can see right here, I did decide on the black and white twine, and now I'm just rearranging this in a way that I like. I originally have two of those yellow flowers down here at the bottom. One of those is going to move because that Learn is going to take its place. Right there, see how that mushroom was sitting over and there was like this big space right there? That is where I take one of those circles I had previously punched out and went ahead and put it under there just to pull it all together. See, because you can see on there, I did decide to use the dark. So I used this circle that I had already had punched out. It is also from the As You Grow collection, but it's that charcoal color, the charcoal color page that looked like wood grain. I had already previously cut out some circles. I went ahead and used that. I thought that worked really great with pulling in the black that I wanted to use as a pop. It's not quite black, but it does kind of pull it in together. So the circle down there at the bottom, I'm gonna put the Learn circle on it, as well as some circular other circle bits in the way of enamel dots. And I think this other one's, yes, the other one is going to be, the yellow one dot I had on there is going to be a puffy from Felicity Jane. When we work at the top, see, that's where I went ahead and decided to put those flowers up there. I did have this other little sticker. I can't remember what it says, and I didn't end up using it. You guys can probably see it. It might say something silly like cuddles or something. I don't know, something that didn't apply. So we are not going to use that. I wanted to keep that. The reason I put it right there above that first, you can see on the screen, it's right here. And the reason I did that is because on this one, I did have a word phrase right here. So I was going to kind of mimic that, but I didn't have a word phrase that really worked too good for that. So yes, I do end up putting down those flowers right there. I am going to go ahead and glue my twine. I don't always glue the twine to the paper, but these were being unruly, so you can see you can't move those. I glued those. they're glued right there. And you can't even see that they're glued because I did use the art glitter glue from, I don't know where I got this from. I might have got this at the local scrapbook store in Illinois. I know she sells them, but the very first bottle I ever bought, I bought from May Made It. May Made It is a YouTube channel, and she also has a store, and I believe I bought it online from her just to support our local people, you know. If you guys are YouTubers and you have a little local store, you have a little store of your own, you know, like I'm selling close to my heart stuff. If you have something that some crafty endeavor that you're on, you can leave a link down below and I'll be happy to check out your shop. Possibly buy something, or probably buy something, because, you know, hello. Yes, go ahead and leave the link down below and I'll definitely check it out. But I did finish this off with all those enamel dots and also those yellow dots that I said were from Felicity Jane. Very, very cute. Love how this turned out. I really like the black on it. It's like wham, bam. I just love that. I think this looks so adorable. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to support my channel, there is an icon on your screen that says shop now or something like that. Go ahead and click on that and pick yourself something up. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.